6 months. That is all it takes to completely change your life. Not years, not a lifetime. Just 6 months of focused effort, intense discipline, and unwavering commitment. Most people never realize how quickly they can turn everything around because they are stuck in the mindset that transformation takes forever. But it doesn't. 6 months of doing the right things, 6 months of moving with purpose, 6 months of executing at the highest level, and you will look back and barely recognize yourself. Most people waste 6 months without even realizing it. They drift from one thing to another. They let distractions steal their time. They start things and never finish them. And because of that, nothing changes. But the people who understand how momentum works, the people who know how to focus, the people who commit fully, those are the ones who experience breakthroughs that seem impossible to everyone else. Imagine if you decided right now that the next 6 months would be different, that for the first time in your life, you would lock in completely, that you would eliminate every distraction, every excuse, every weakness that has held you back, that you would wake up every single day with a plan, execute that plan with precision, and refuse to slow down, no matter what. If you did that, if you truly committed to that level of intensity, where would you be 6 months from today? How much stronger, how much sharper, how much closer to the life you want? Most people never ask themselves this question. They tell themselves they will change someday. They say they will get serious when the time is right. But the truth is, someday is not a real day on the calendar, and the right time never comes. There is only now. And the people who succeed, the people who rise to the top, the people who separate themselves from the crowd, those are the ones who understand that every moment they waste is a moment they will never get back. So here's the decision you need to make. Are you ready to take full control? Are you ready to stop waiting? Are you ready to give yourself 6 months of relentless execution? 6 months of becoming the most disciplined, focused, and unstoppable version of yourself? Because if you are about to experience a level of progress most people will never see in their lifetime. And once you see what you are capable of, you will never want to go back. This is not about motivation. This is not about feeling inspired for a few days and then falling off track. This is about a system, a structured step-by-step plan that, if followed correctly, will guarantee success. A plan that will force you to grow, to evolve, to push past every limitation you thought you had. A plan that will transform your habits, your mindset, your discipline, and your results. So if you are ready, if you are serious, if you are willing to do what is necessary, then the next 6 months will be the most powerful, productive, and transformative months of your life. And once you start, once you commit, once you see the power of consistent execution, there will be no stopping you. The first step in this 6-month plan is to take full responsibility for where you are right now. No more blaming circumstances. No more pointing fingers. No more waiting for things to change on their own. If you are not where you want to be in life, there is only one reason. Your decisions have led you here. And if you want to change where you are 6 months from now, you need to start making better decisions today. Most people never take full ownership of their life. They blame their past, their environment, their upbringing, the people around them. They convince themselves that they are stuck because of external forces. But winners do not think like that. Winners understand that no matter what has happened in the past, they are in control of what happens next. They do not waste energy complaining about things they cannot change. They put all their focus into what they can control. And that is what you need to do. From this moment forward, you must adopt the mindset that everything is your responsibility, your results, your progress, your habits, your mindset, your success. If something is not working in your life, it is your job to fix it. If you are not where you want to be, it is your job to do something about it. No more excuses, no more waiting, no more wasting time. The next thing you need to do is get crystal clear on your goals. Most people fail because they do not have a clear target. They say they want success, but they cannot define what success looks like. They say they want to improve, but they have no idea what that actually means. If you do not have a precise, measurable goal, you will never make real progress. So ask yourself, where do I want to be 6 months from now? What do you want to accomplish? What skills do you want to develop? What habits do you want to build? What areas of your life need to improve? And be specific. If you want to get in shape, what does that mean? Losing a certain amount of weight? Gaining muscle? Running a faster mile? If you want financial success, what does that look like? Earning a specific amount of money? Saving a certain percentage? Building a business? Vague goals create vague results. You need a target that is so clear, so precise, that there is no confusion about what you are working toward. Once you have your goals, you need a plan. Because setting goals is not enough. Anyone can say they want something. The difference between winners and everyone else is that winners create a roadmap. They do not just set goals. They break them down into daily, weekly, and monthly actions. If your goal is to get in the best shape of your life in 6 months, what does that require on a daily basis? What does your training plan look like? What does your nutrition need to be? How many hours of sleep do you need? If your goal is financial success, what are the exact steps you need to take? Do you need to increase your income? Cut unnecessary expenses? Build a new skill? Start a business? You need to get specific about what needs to be done every single day to move you closer to your goal. And then you need to execute relentlessly. Because this is where most people fail. They set goals, they make a plan, but then they do not follow through. They let distractions get in the way. They let emotions dictate their actions. They let inconsistency ruin their progress. But that will not be you. For the next 6 months, you will show up every single day and execute your plan with discipline. And this is the key. You must stop negotiating with yourself. Most people fail because they give themselves options. They wake up and ask themselves, do I feel like doing this today? And the moment you ask yourself that question, you have already lost. Because your mind will always choose comfort over effort. It will always take the easier route. It will always look for an excuse to avoid doing the hard work. But winners do not negotiate with themselves. They do not wake up and ask if they should work out. They just do it. They do not wonder if they should follow their plan. They execute their plan no matter what. They have made a decision in advance that their actions are non-negotiable. And because of that, they succeed. And this is the mindset you must develop. Your success over the next 6 months depends on your ability to take action, even when you do not feel like it. Your discipline must be stronger than your emotions. Your commitment must be stronger than your excuses. Your focus must be stronger than your distractions. Because if you can do that, if you can build the habit of executing without hesitation, you will achieve more in 6 months than most people do in years. And that is the power of this plan. It is not about motivation. It is not about hype. It is about systematically changing your life through consistent, disciplined action. It is about making decisions that force you to grow. It is about pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone every single day so that 6 months from now, you are not just a little better. You are unrecognizable from the person you are today. So this is your challenge. No more hesitation. No more inconsistency. No more waiting for the perfect moment. From this point forward, you are all in, every single day, without fail. Because if you commit to this level of intensity, nothing can stop you. The first step in this 6-month success plan is to establish complete control over your time and priorities. Without this, nothing else will work. You can set all the goals you want. You can make all the plans in the world, but if you do not control your time, someone else will. Your days will get eaten up by distractions. Your energy will be drained by things that do not matter. And before you know it, 6 months will have passed, and you will still be in the same place. That is why the first commitment you must make is this: every single moment of my time will serve my mission. Most people let their time slip away. They wake up and immediately react to the world. And before they even start their day, their mind is already scattered. This is why they stay stuck. They live on autopilot. They do not have a system. They do not have a structure. And because of that, they never make real progress.